Hey guys, Trader Tim, tjmactrading.com. Today I want to talk about setting up styles in the thinkorswim platform. We've talked about setting up a grid both with the chart feature and the flexible grid feature, but we haven't talked about setting up individual styles that you can then apply to multiple grids. So I'm going to go ahead and maximize one of the cells here. And the first thing you want to do is go and actually set up your chart and how you want it to look. So some ways you can do that: you can go to Style, Settings, and from Settings you can click on the Appearance tab at the top. And in here you can change your candles, you can change your background color. If you want a black background, go down to the bottom here. Default is blue. You can turn on and off the background grid. I personally like the grid off. And then you can even go in here and change your candle styles. And if you're using a candle chart, you can also make changes to the bar chart. But we're going to keep it on candle, and say you want your doji candles to be, I don't know, light blue, cyan. You can certainly change that. You can change the color by selecting from various colors here. You can make your reds darker if you want. You can go up and make your greens darker as well. And then after you go ahead and make your settings to the background and the appearance, you can go ahead and apply OK, and you see the changes have been made. Now what you can also do is add any studies you'd like. So you can add studies through the quick study up here. You can go to Edit Studies and then pick from the list on the left. Say maybe we want pivot points up here, or say we want a moving average, exponential. We'll put a 20 on there. We'll go ahead and put in the pivot points, and we'll just use the pivot. We'll turn off the R1 and S1, and then we'll go ahead and change the pivot to white. So now we have a 20 period moving average on there and a pivot for the day. Now this cyan for the doji is pretty obnoxious, but for this purpose I'll leave it for the video. Now what we want to do, if this is how you want the chart set up, and this is how you want your chart to look, you simply go Style, Save Style, and then simply call it whatever you like. So we'll just call this one cyan. And type in the name, and then check this box here, Include Study Set. That's going to include the 20 period moving average as well as the pivot or any other studies you've put on the chart. Now if you just want the background settings and not the studies, you simply leave that box unchecked. So we're going to check that and hit OK. Now when we go back to the four grids here, say we have a ES, a Dow, NASDAQ, and Russell, and we want them all to look this way. We want the 20 period moving average on here. We want the pivot points, and say we have this chart currently on a daily chart. Well, what happens is when we go to the load style and click cyan, which is what we called our style that we created, everything is going to revert to this style right here. So it's going to bring it down to this is a 1 day 15 minute, it looks like, and this has the pivot points as a 20 period moving average. So now we can simply click here, load style, and cyan, and again load style, cyan. Now each ticker stays the same with the Russell, NASDAQ, Dow, and ES, but each has this style applied to it. Now one last quick thing you want to take note of is right here we have 24 hours of data. If you want to change that, you can simply go to Settings, and under, in this case, Futures, we're going to go ahead and click Show Extended Session. Now this box is unchecked. Originally you can go ahead and check it, click Add Shortcut, OK, and now we have a shortcut, Show Extended Session. We can simply turn that off and turn it back on. We want to go from extended to trading hours only. So hopefully that video helps. If you have questions, shoot us an email, and check out the blog.